Look, everyone loves good, best niches on Etsy list. I get it. The problem is that most sellers take that list, throw up a couple of listings, and then wonder why they're not getting any sales. The niche was never the issue. What you do with it is. Hello, I'm Sarah, and I help Etsy sellers get more sales through search visibility. Today, I'm going to give you Q2 product ideas that are actually worth your time, but I'm also going to tell you the part that everyone skips, which is why most sellers miss their seasonal window before they even get started. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a really clear picture of what to sell during Q2, what you actually need to do to rank for it, and whether seasonal products are even the right move for your shop as it is right now. And if you want the full visibility framework for getting found on Etsy, make sure to head on over to the link in the description and sign up for my free live masterclass. It's going to teach you how to get found on Etsy without relying on ads or social media. So I want to make sure you grab your spot before it fills up. So diving in, here's what Q2 actually looks like on Etsy. Quarter 2 runs from April through June, which means that buyers are searching for these things. 1, spring and Easter, which is already happening right now. 2 is Mother's Day, which is on May 10th this year, which means peak search traffic happens in April. Next comes graduations in May and June, and then Father's Day in June with searches picking up in May. But what you're not going to do this year is wait to list your products until you feel like the time is right. You might be seeing Easter decorations up in store and think, oh yeah, I have a few things I can put up on Etsy. But by that point in time, you are already late. Etsy needs time to figure out where to rank your listings. They need time to index them, to test them, and to see how buyers are going to respond. Plus, buyer searches on Etsy tend to start much earlier than you think they do. So if you're listing a Mother's Day item on May 1st, or even April 1st, you are going to have a really hard time ranking for that search term. Sellers who are starting to show up for Mother's Day searches right now listed in January or February. So keep in mind as we go through this list of Q2 searches and dates that some of the search windows have already closed. If that's the case, you'll want to focus on very niche, very low competition keywords if you still hope to rank for some of these searches. So let's talk about actual product lines next. And before I get to them, I want to remind you what a product line actually is because this really matters for how you get found in search. A product line is not one listing. It's a group of listings all built around the same keyword family. So Etsy will take notice and see you as an authority for that keyword. These keywords should be something that you can actually rank for, aka we're not going after keywords with millions of results for competition. And it also should be something that buyers see as interchangeable. You can list a bunch of Mother's Day products, but if a buyer searches for a Mother's Day card and you have one card and a necklace and a mug and a digital download game, that buyer who searched for the card is not going to see your mug and buy that instead. They aren't interchangeable for the same long tail keyword. And one personalized mug does not make for a full product line. A full collection of personalized mugs for Mother's Day, all built to rank around the same search terms, is a product line. And that's the difference between a listing that just sits there and a shop that ranks for their target keywords, especially for seasonal items. So let's talk about some great examples for each of the major search categories. We're going to start with Mother's Day. Mother's Day gift baskets have some great stats and are not too competitive. Mother's Day gift card holders are great for last minute shoppers. And you can also take a look at the keyword Grandma Mother's Day gift picture frame. For graduations, check out PhD graduation gifts, graduation cap toppers, and graduation confetti. For weddings, make sure you check out Western wedding decor, Gothic wedding invitations, mountain wedding invitations, sapphire wedding earrings, and fall wedding favors. For Father's Day, you can look at softball dad gifts, expecting dad gifts, dad golf hat, and golf bag tags. I also want you to remember that shoppers come to Etsy specifically for unique items. If you can personalize something, do it. Also, make sure to watch out for the Etsy seasonal trend reports. So after all of that, here's what matters more than picking the right niche. Because this is where I will see sellers waste an entire season. They pick a great niche, they list a couple of products, and then they're frustrated when nothing sells. Etsy doesn't have enough signals from you to know where to rank you if you have 2 listings targeting a specific search term. It needs to see that you are important for what you want to rank for. It needs multiple listings reinforcing the same keyword group before it is going to start treating you as relevant for those search terms. A full product line means you're building consistent listings around certain search terms. It's not random products. If you are going into personalized graduation gifts, you're not just listing one or two things. You're listing a lot of one particular product that's all optimized around similar graduation keywords. This builds depth, it builds authority, and it builds trust. So now I want you to do me a favor, drop a comment in the chat and let me know what Q2 product that you are going to be focusing on in the next couple of months. I want to see what you're building and help you know if you're focusing on the right product line. And then before we're done for today, I want to address my newer sellers because a lot of people won't tell you this in particular. If your shop is brand new or still building traction right now, seasonal products might not be where you want to start. And it's not because they aren't good or they don't have demand, but it's because newer shops in particular really need time to rank. And frankly, seasonal products will always have a deadline. If you are a newer shop and you're listing a couple of Mother's Day products throughout the month of April, you're competing against shops with a very long history of ranking for those search terms. And once Mother's Day ends, all that work is done if you didn't get any sales. It can often be really, really discouraging to new shops. So what can work better for new shops is to focus on an evergreen product line. These are products that buyers are searching for year-round without the expiration date. And that will make sure that you have enough time to gain traction on your own timeline. You can still look at this list and ask yourself this question. Are any of these evergreen enough that people tend to search for them year-round? Personalized gifts? Yes, people are searching for those year-round on Etsy. The same with wedding products. It's a lot less seasonal than it used to be. So use that filter as you decide what to focus on first. And build traction on something that you know you have enough time to rank for. Then you can always layer in seasonal products after you start to get some traction on certain search terms. And listen, I made this mistake when I was newer for a long time. It's why I teach seasonal products the way I do now. A few years ago, I sold wine tumblers and I had some great ideas for seasonal products specifically for Christmas. I worked really hard on about 5 listings and got them out in November. I got everything optimized. I waited 4 weeks till Christmas and I got 0 sales. And at the time, I really thought that the products were the problem. I redid my photos, I got some new designs, and the exact same thing happened the next year. The following year, I listed more products and I listed them 8 weeks earlier. And they sold really well. The same products, the same photos, the same listings. I just had a full product line and I listed them on time. So if you learned nothing else from this video, make sure that you're giving your seasonal listings enough runway to actually get ranking on Etsy. And if you want a clear system for getting your listings visible on Etsy without ads or without social media, I would love to have you join me in my next live free masterclass. I'm going to walk you through the exact framework that my students use to get consistent, predictable sales on Etsy. You're going to have plenty of Q&A time and leave with a really clear action plan. Spots are limited, so it stays small enough for me to interact and to talk to everybody there, so make sure you go save your seat now. So now that you've got your Q2 product lines, I want to know which of these niches you're going to pursue. Let me know in the comments, and if this video was helpful, make sure you subscribe so you never miss any more Etsy tips or tricks.